So self-control and self-restraint leads to power. When you have a woman tied up, he got off on that kind of thing. You know why he's up on that? Because he don't really have much. You know what I mean? All the money he got, all the shit he got, there's something about being able to have that kind of control that just turns him the fuck on. But the simple fact that he might just be good at it turned her the fuck on. So she has to have this compartmentalization, like, am I enjoying this because he's a prick, or am I enjoying this because I want him to do this? You know, it's one of those things. They gotta, like, rethink everything going on in their head. And she's like, she don't know whether she loves him or not. She keep trying to get a relationship with the motherfucker. He don't want a relationship. Does he want to fuck? Yes. He broke that shit real simple. He said, yo, I don't make love. I fuck. I was the brother in the theater that was like, yeah, that's a Mac right there. Yeah, that's a Mac. That's a real Mac right there. You know what I mean? That's a Mac. I'm not a hater, but hey, you know, girls fall for this guy. I'm just taking notes, because the more I like what girl. Listen, I want to be what the girls like. If the girls like a dumb motherfucker that throws poop at people, god damn it, I want to be that dumb motherfucker that throws poop at motherfuckers. I have no problem with that. I throw poop at all the time. You know what I mean? That's just the way I am. At the same time, you know, keep in mind, just being nice, you know, I'm not being, oh, I gotta fuck every guy. No, it's not that. It's not like that. Point is, you know, real dudes know about this stuff, and they know that to control, sometimes in order to control a woman, you have to have the right amount of money, the right amount of stamina, and the right amount of charm. When you have the right amount of bossiness, you can do a lot of damage, because when a woman allows you to be that boss, that's when it becomes a little hard for her to leave, because she doesn't want to leave, because she needs to hear that voice again. Yet, no matter how disrespectful it may sound, because she loves him so much, it just doesn't sound as disrespectful as it probably is. When the love dies, it becomes a thing of, nah, fuck you, I'm not doing that, blah, blah, blah. You see? And, mainly, a lot of this stuff, like, the sickest part of the movie, the sickest part of the whole theme is that the woman was a virgin. I could imagine if this bitch that wrote the movie really met some dude like that, and he's looking at it like, ooh. I'm gonna read 50 Shades Darker eventually. Like, god damn, what I thought the whole movie got so silent. You know what I mean? The whole theater got so silent. They got together. You know what I mean? And it's like, and another thing too, what made you think that such a thing was gonna be together at the end of the movie? Like, that wasn't gonna work. You know that. You know that wasn't gonna work. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for her to, like, storm out. Like, all right, this ain't what I really want. And it finally happened, and that was the end of the movie. I was good. I was good. I was really happy. I was happier than a lot of those girls in there, I think, when I saw that. When the dominant becomes the submissive, everything flips, because there's a relationship between the sexes where the man is actually the dominant role. The woman is capable of being the dominant role, but she's not really supposed to be the dominant role. It's one of those twisted factors of that. The man, if he is in the submissive role, he's actually the one being serviced. And if the woman is in the submissive role, she's always being serviced. That's how that works. That's how you find the power of the submissive. If you are the one that's just taking orders, if you do what the person says and makes that person happy, that person rewards you. It becomes a whole cycle of shit, and they play with each other all day long in the red room. The red room is like, it's a sexy color, it's a filthy color, it's a sleazy color sometimes. You know, it's a power color though. It's a power color. It's a very big power color. If you look up segment, it's got us a power. Power couple. All right, power couple. So it's like he has a key. He don't even have it attached to a keychain. He got the key. He got the key. It's all right. Point is, the genius of Mr. Gray, when he does, you gotta, ladies, you gotta find a man that knows certain shit that's just focused on your pleasure and taking it to the limits. And when you find that man, he's gonna take you to those limits, and you might just be a better woman. You know what I mean? Now, if you're already that woman that already found the limits, you already found your limits, and you know what you're doing. All that shit in the bedroom, let's just say it just won't phase you. I'll put it that way. Now, when it comes to abuse, there's a compartmentalization that goes on. A lot of people have been abused when they're younger and they grow up and they get into these relationships that are they're either slightly abusive or they have some weird sexual tendencies. Let me explain. Like, you have somebody that gets into a relationship and all of a sudden they want to do some weird freaky shit. Come to find out that was some shit that happened to them back when they was little. You know what I mean? Then you have uh the ones that they just get they have like these rape cases and stuff, and they finally have somebody and they can't get over it, or they have to compartmentalize their brain, so it just, whatever happens to them, however they got fucked, they can do that. They can still function as a human being. Sometimes like the worst shit happens to you, and you have to figure out how to go on about the day. Sometimes that shit happens subliminally, but when you add that type of shit to like the shit that goes on in like the S&M shit, he was taking her to a whole nother spiritual level, and they wasn't spiritual people. They just on the physical, on a spiritual level, certain levels of sex, they took them to the farthest reaches. You know what I mean? Farthest reaches, and there's some people that can do that, and there's some people that will never get to those reaches. Will never get to those reaches, and they're sitting at home sexually frustrated. But what is going on is a lot of those times she compartmentalized the guy that she thought was cute, the guy that she thought was a freak, and the guy that she really didn't trust. It's the guy that she was really like, not like, there's something wrong with this freaking guy. So there's something wrong. So I said that to say this. I don't support this shit. You know what I mean? I don't support the shit. Do I respect the Christian Greys out there? Yes, I was a Christian Grey. I still think I'm a Christian Grey, but I'm gonna try not to be. I'm gonna try not to be. There's a lot of Annas out there, and y'all gotta watch out for those creeps, cause those creeps just keep creeping. They like take your virginity and take your freaking life. You know what I mean? Take your whole life away. Then play it off like, oh well. Think about it. You work for me. You know what I mean? That's like basically a living hole, right? Living hole. The red room hole. Alright. So that was it. Feel free to comment, share, and see you. Speak your mind. I don't give a fuck. Quarter break lectures. Eric Carthage signing off. Peace.